Just letting you know, this is only my spoiler first impressions of the episode. Check my pinned comment for a free gift related to this video. And to watch my unfiltered reactions with exclusive bonuses, join my Asha Media TV Club. The link is in the description box below. Now, here's my afterthoughts of this episode of Supernatural.
Just need a moment. Five out of 5 Ashamojis. From beginning to end. This was wonderful. And there's so many layers of things to relate to for me personally, especially that last shot of Walter hearing Peter's voice, and I can't help but think about someone close to me in my family who has battled or endured schizophrenia for a very long time, and we have a lot of mental health subject matters touched on in this show. But just Walter hearing Peter's voice, trying to drown it out with music, it just brought back a lot of memories of when that particular person in my family, would have an episode, more or less. I mean, put it this way, it's episodes like this where, well, I can't even just say it's just this episode. The writers have just nailed bringing in so much of human life, imagination of future stuff, just so much things that almost any viewer, even if you're not into sci-fi, could relate to. And this is one of those episodes I'm marking down for myself from the series that beyond knocks it out of the park. And mind you, this is just my first watch, and God knows how many things I've missed, which, you're more than welcome to lay them out for me, especially if it enhances more of my appreciation for how wonderful this episode is. Oh, and so many things it touches on. It would take me forever to try and lay them out. I don't need to. I'm sure most of you have picked up on it. Okay. Stay a little focused here. Such a good episode. So good, so good. Let's start with the beginning with Olivia and Olivia. Olivia and Olivia. I love seeing them. I love Anna Torv, watching her play both together. And I said in the previous episode reaction that I hope to see more Walter and Walter. And now we are seeing both worlds work together. I think it's a logical leap for me to believe that they're going to eventually have each of their counterpart interact with each other at some point. It wouldn't make any sense to just have only Olivia. Like, I'm wondering how Astrid's going to react to her version. I could see them totally getting along. I could see them all getting along. Except maybe not Lincoln, because Lincoln's very much headstrong and a leader in the other red verse, and Prime verse Lincoln is very much a leader too. So basically, I think I could see them butting heads. I'll put it that way. I could see them butting heads, but if they don't, they don't. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do. So the blend of the two from the beginning of the episode, I love that. And then we have Broyles, red verse Broyles, bringing him back. Oh my gosh. I just realized, okay, forget Lincoln. These two Broyles, I'd like to see them have a conversation. I want to see all of it. I want to see all of them meet their counterparts. Please, give me an episode where, like, Nina and Brandon and Walter, like, all of them, just, like, at one big long table and they're having lunch or something. That'd be great. To pull off something like that, though, on a filmmaking level, that'd be quite interesting. Probably too much of a challenge. Okay, what else? Let's move forward to the meat of what I love so much, and that's this story with what could have been, with the serial killer and his alternate version. I don't really know the right words to express on what level I really connected to, except for pretty much how he says it, that light that you hang on to, that anchor, and seeing that the serial killer version of him felt remorse and felt guilt taking on that light. It's like it opened up his mind that was full of darkness in that sense. And when they had him take his life like that, like just in terms of how they edited it and the shot of it was just so shocking and impactful. Considering too, when I was like, I hope they find him and delete him. He did it for himself. I think this is the first episode of Fringe where I've screamed twice out of like, ah! That has only happened with Supernatural, so if Fringe is going to bump up that part of things, that's cool, that's fine. I'm a sucker for them. I get frightened easily. Let me just kind of breathe a little bit more. Okay, yes, this I did want to comment on the technology he was using to transfer memories through the cold stuff. If anything, it's impressive, but it's also just so cool in a sense how this show, it manages to show what could be in terms of technology that we would want to see, and what has been, like in episode 1, that could still be useful and perhaps still required than what we would make in the future, right? With September using old technology to erase Peter, for goodness sakes, out of a timeline. It's fascinating. So, there you have it. Those are my afterthoughts for episode 2 of Fringe. Please share whatever trivia you know. Tell me what resonated the strongest for you, what scene resonated the strongest for you in this episode. I love hearing different perspectives, and if you didn't enjoy it, let me know why. I sincerely love reading a spectrum of opinions when it comes to TV and movies, because I'm just one of those people. I don't mind if you don't agree with me, as long as you can validate what you don't agree with, and I try to do my best in turn too, right? Okay. So until episode 3, people, I'm tuning out. Peace.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos.